Well, hello, we have done it. It is day 21 of Jinja Island versus global warming. And I'm proud to say, I think we won this battle. We may not have won the war, but we have certainly won this battle. This entire area was just a massive swamp when I got here 3 weeks ago. It was just black soil. It was covered in water. There were lots of mud crabs. It really smelt really bad as well. Now we have an avenue of little, you go all the way along here, of little palm trees that we've just planted. We planted these today, and they're going to go all the way along. There's one there. They're going to go all the way along the walkway and make it look really nice, and maybe give us a bit of shade while we're walking along here. Also, at some point, I am going to be putting some little sticks on the side of here with lights on, so it's lit up at night, so you don't fall off the walkway while you're walking across the middle of the island. I'm in the middle of the island now. This is the middle of the island. Jinja Island is roughly triangular, and so yeah, this is the middle bit. This is the middle bit here, and over there you can see we have a helicopter landing pad. Don't ask. That was here when I took over the place after I won it in a game show, weirdly enough. That's the house behind me. I've already done a tour of the house on YouTube, so we'll do a quick tour of the island. We're gonna have to be really quick doing this because this is my last day. We've still got a load to do, and it's quite windy, and there's a storm probably coming in very, very soon. So yeah, more palm trees along here. We've planted some more palm trees here. We're coming to the boat dock. This is the main boat dock. We've got two boat docks. This is the main one. This is the one where most boats come in. I'm sorry if it gets a little bit windy on the mic. I won't go too far this way. But if you come visit Jinja Island, this is where you will come to. It's on the entrance to Dolphin Bay in Bocas del Toro. And although it's going to get really windy here, we have mangroves here, then mangroves here. So we have white mangroves welcoming you into Jinja Island. And then we have the marvellous wall, the Great Wall of Jinja. And this is a wall that stretches over 150 meters along the edge of the island. We have just built this over the last 3 weeks because the tide was coming in pretty much every day and coating this entire area over here with salt, and a good third of the island was pretty much constantly underwater, or at least under bombardment from salty water. And as you all know, salt's no good for grass or plants or trees, so that's no good. So we have built the Great Wall of Jinja. It continues on all the way along here, goes on for a great long while. And this area here, this all used to be really wet and boggy behind me. That is all dry now. It's a bit muddy, but it's dry. It's dry mud for a change, and it's because we built the Great Wall of Jinja. Now, at some point, we ran out of stones, you see. So we started using twigs and branches and tree trunks. We started using some bags here. There we put a couple of tires. We found a couple of tires under the water, so we used them. And that's a bit of a palm tree that was dead, so we chopped it down and we used it as a barrier. And then as I walk further along our very long Great Wall of Jinja, it becomes a wall again. You see, there's bits of wall. It's brilliant. Anyway, so the high tide has just gone down actually, but it's really great to see that on this side, the island side, that it's not completely swamped with water. Usually there'll be 1 or 2 inches of water there, and like I say, it's salt water because of the rising tides. Why are the tides rising, Graham? I hear you all cry. Because of global warming. Literally because of global warming, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's real, it's happening. If it wasn't happening, there would be no grass on this island at all. Sorry, if it wasn't happening, why would the island look like this? Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, it never used to. It used to be completely grassy, this island. It was bloody wonderful. All of it, every inch was covered in grass. You could roll around in it if you didn't mind ants. Anyway, this is where the Great Wall of Jinja ends. It's right by the house. So we've done a sort of from the house to the middle of the island, then out to the boat dock. And then we've come along the outside edge, the northern outside edge. And then I'm going to go through this bit. It's a bit boggy, this bit. It's a bit squelchy underfoot. So I'm just going to duck under here. Yeah, this bit's a bit muddy. This is where the lads brought the mud to put on the Great Wall of Jinja. And as a result, they've churned the mud up something rotten. So it's all a bit, it's all gone a bit Glastonbury. It's all gone a bit Glastonbury over here, but it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Right, so we are now walking down the eastern side of the island. This is the side that the sun comes up on. So this is the sunrise side. This is the sunny side of the island. No, in the morning it is. And I'm just walking along past the mangroves, which are nationally protected by the government. If you chop them down, you can face a fine or even a jail sentence. This is my old boat here. This is the Jinja Ninja. Hello, Jinja Ninja, you all say. Oh, that is a big bird. That is a very big bird up in the sky. I don't know if you can see the big bird. Anyway, there's my old Jinja Ninja. Needs a bit of TLC. This is the other boat dock. Hello, say hello to the other boat dock. We have some bamboo. See that up there? That's bamboo. We're going to put that in the water for a week and kill all the termites, or kill any chance of the termites using it for anything. Anyway, this is another dock if you want to bring your boat along. This is good for, I don't know, offloading stuff. You don't have to lift it up, you see. Right, I suppose you have to lift it up off the boat. This is the wild end of the island. See this here? It's got struck by lightning. Yeah, while I was on the island. That's pretty terrifying. So right down here, this is probably my favourite bit of the island actually. Just this little bit here. We've got a couple of noni trees. These are nonis. This is a noni plant here. This is a noni fruit, I should say. That's a noni fruit, yeah. Now you know your nonis. And then I'll come along here, and this is the scandalous side of the island. This is the bodega. Okay, so it's basically the garage. Not that we have a car, but all the crap goes in there. It's quite empty at the moment, but there is an old boat motor down there if you want it. It doesn't work. And then if I go through the bodega, go out the other side, and here we have a little bit more of the Great Wall of Jinja that we had to build, and we put all this new soil down, and hopefully that's going to get covered in grass and palm trees and all loveliness very soon. And then there's another part just coming over here. Going back out of the bodega. So that's the southern tip of the bottom of the island. So you imagine the island like an inverted triangle. Right, the southern tip, we're at the southern tip now. So now we're going up the western front, all quiet on the western front. This is another section that was getting flooded. So we put a big bloody log there and a load of soil, which is good. And then you can look out here on the rest of the island and it just looks magnificent. Look how good does that look? How good does that look at that? It's amazing, it's beautiful. So there are some little bits and bobs of blackness down here, you know, the black soil. Tierra Oscura, this name of this area is, which means dark earth, as in dark soil. True story. So we just call it the Darklands because it sounds like something from Lord of the Rings. Anyway, and then over here we have a bit more, the last little bit of the Great Wall of Jinja. Now you'll notice it doesn't go all the way around the island, okay? So there's the Great Wall of Jinja down there. It doesn't have to go all the way around because not all the island was flooding. And that's why this end of the island in particular is rather green in comparison with the northern end of the island, which was really suffering from the influx of the waves coming in. I mean, they're not very big waves, we live in a lagoon, but still if the wind picks up, that water can come over and cause havoc because it's salt water. Green living things don't like salt. Okay, so that's the end of that little bit of the Great Wall of Jinja, and that's it really. That's it for the Great Wall of Jinja. This is Jinja Island and it's beautiful. We've just fixed it up basically and made it so that it doesn't flood all the time, because that was the big problem being caused by climate change, by the fact that we used to get a flood that would flood the island once a year or once every 2 years, and then we started getting them like once a month, and then we started getting them once a week. Pretty much when I got here it was like nearly every single day we were getting inundated with the bloody water. Right, now we've blocked that off, you can see here the regrowth, right? See that? That's the grass regrowing over this darkened bit of soil. Couldn't do that before, it was too salty, but it can now. Right, so coming back around here, you can see the platform there. We're coming up the west side of the island towards the boat dock where we started. So the boat dock, the place we started. Remember well, no we didn't, we started at the house. But then we went to the boat dock. This is probably this is a really sad bit of the island actually. This is where my dog Campesino is buried. She's buried there. Still a bit sad about that. Had some good times, me and Campo. Anyway, so that's the island. Loads of potential. We're planting loads of stuff. We managed to get ginger today. We got What else do we got? Hibiscus. We've got some hibiscus. We've got a chocolate tree. We've brought a chocolate tree with us, a little tiny one. We've got also bananas. We've brought some banana plants. And yeah, we're going to grow, I hope. So this is it. This is Jinja Island as it stands now. It's a lot better than it was. And if you ever want to come and stay, just get in touch with me. You know, this is your home from home. Just give me a shout, and there's a house that you can stay in if you really want to. It's off-grid, rainwater collection, solar power, all mod cons. It's got a fridge and hot water. I'll tell you that now. Okay, so this is Jinja Island, and hopefully when I come back next year, it's going to look completely different, i.e. this whole area, which is at the moment is covered in soil, is going to be green. It's all going to be green. It's going to be the greenest thing you ever did see. It's going to be like the Jolly Green Giant and the Incredible Hulk got it on and had a love child. That's how green it's going to be. So please join us for that next year. And until then, I'll just say thanks for watching. Welcome to Jinja Island. Thank you so much to everyone who supported us getting this soil over here, building the Great Wall of Jinja. I owe you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.